And the longer your time horizon, the higher the rate of return we want to shoot for, and theoretically, the more risk we should be willing to stomach, because that will give the market time to come back if there is volatility.
Peter, so good to see you. Welcome back, everyone. A really important topic today, Peter, 4 ways to improve your investment performance. Of course, it's not always about taking more risk or chasing the latest trend. Often it's about getting the fundamentals right. I know you love to talk about the fundamentals. So let's walk through 4 simple ways investors can improve results without making things more complicated.
Yep.
Number
Although,
1.
Erin, I will say that oftentimes when somebody's like, hey, how can I improve my returns? The kind of return question is, well, are you comfortable taking more risk? That is one of the things that we do have to balance, although there's several steps we'll go over here to do it without taking more risk.
Yes, no, that will, I'm sure, will be weaved into all of these answers as well.
Yep.
But first, we do have automate and then get out of the way. Automate your contributions, your investments, how often you rebalance. What else, and how does this help?
Yeah, I mean, if you can make those contributions as automatic as possible, you are the gasoline in the engine for your long-term returns. The stock market certainly will help with the returns that it can generate, and it has been one of the best places historically to get returns above inflation. But if you look at an account that is just sitting stagnant versus one that has had ongoing contributions over time, the one with the ongoing contributions is generally going to far outperform the one that does not have any movement or ongoing additions being made to it. So this is dollar cost averaging. Like, this is investing 101. Invest as much as possible, as often as possible, whenever possible, and automate the process as well as the rebalancing, because we don't want to do that too often, or it kind of is counterproductive. And automation turns good intentions into results. So if we can just set it up and then sort of put our blinders on and relatively ignore it, and that doesn't seem like, great financial advice, but ultimately, like, let the investments work. That's critical, Erin.
Right. Yeah, it's easier when it's automated for me, because otherwise it's like, oh, do I really have to put 400 into my Roth this month? Imagine what I could spend that 400
It
on.
is so much harder to get money invested if we actually have to do it manually. If we bring that money home, like, we find ways to get it spent.
I sure do.
Yep.
I don't need help with that. All right. Number 2, consolidate. If you have old retirement accounts floating around, managing your money becomes harder, and getting a good look at your whole financial picture becomes more difficult. This is an easy and often overlooked step.
Yeah, and this might be a Southern thing, but I call this the Waffle House plan, equating this to the hash browns that are scattered, covered, and smothered. A lot of people, I'm like, hey, do you have this? Do you have, oh yeah, I have that. It's covered. It's somewhere over there. I don't really remember. Oh, I've got a few of those scattered about somewhere. And they don't really have a nice consolidated picture of what their financial life really consists of. And they might have multiple types of the same account, some of them older accounts that haven't gotten the attention paid to them that would really be beneficial for our long-term success. So yes, it seems like this is counter to diversification, but it actually improves diversification more often than not to consolidate our like-titled accounts. We keep up with them. We know where they're at. They're easier to track. They don't have overlap or duplication of the investments themselves and the fees. So yeah, consolidating those accounts is a big step to helping not only make things easier, but to improve performance without any huge amount of additional risk. Because if we've got old accounts that we're just not paying attention to, or sort of have left behind, orphaned, and forgot about, then they are probably not getting the time and attention they deserve to make those dollars make the most for you.
Can we take a quick pause?
Yeah.
I've never been to a Waffle House. Are you saying they put hash browns on the whole plate?
No, but there is a whole set of different ways that you can have your hash browns cooked. And scattered is, it's little slivers of hash browns that sort of get scattered all over.
Interesting.
Covered is with cheese. No, smothered is cheese. Covered is onions. But that is the way that a lot of people have their financial picture kind of set up. Is
Peter,
when I say it down here in the South, they scattered, covered, and smothered. People get it. It's the Waffle
You're
House.
always making making me smarter, Peter, just in more ways than one.
If
All
you
right,
have not
number
tried a
3.
Waffle House, it's worth a stop next time you're down around this way.
Next time I'm down south. All right,
Yeah.
number 3, define your time horizon before investing. This can help guide your decisions when it comes to buying, selling, or holding an asset.
This is the key to it all. Like your time horizon, how long you intend to take before using the money. Like, what is the vision for how long you can keep it invested should absolutely be one of the most critical elements of how much risk are you willing to take? What location should you put these funds in? And what kind of rate of return should you shoot for and expect? And the longer your time horizon, the higher the rate of return we want to shoot for, and theoretically, the more risk we should be willing to stomach, because that will give the market time to come back if there is volatility. And over a long enough timeline, we are almost certain to see some volatility. But again, over a long enough timeline, the market has proven not only to always come back, but to surpass those previous highs. And so for money that is like 10 years plus, that is our more aggressive, longer term money. For money that is maybe 5 to 10 years away from being utilized, we probably want to take it a peg or two back as far as the risk that we're willing to take. And then money that we intend to use in the next 1 to 5 years or could potentially need to use, we probably don't want to put a whole lot of risk on that money at all, but still want to get some reasonable amount of growth, hopefully at least keeping us up with inflation.
All right, number 4, you say you think is the most difficult. Save a little more money every year.
It is. Yeah. This is probably out of these different 4 steps. This is the one that actually takes some effort on our part to control our spending, to live within our means, to dedicate a little bit more money to those investments. The rest of them are almost simple steps that we can set up, do once, and then kind of forget about. But this one actually involves our efforts. So I do think that this is the hardest one, although this step 2 can be automated, that every year, come January, those new announcements for how much you can put into your IRAs and 401ks come out, and maybe you get an annual review and a pay raise once a year. Like, take those opportunities to make this step also part of your automated financial progress, Erin.
Right.
Yeah. And it's something that we sit down, and when we're doing annual reviews with our clients at Richon Planning, this is one of those benchmarks that we look back at the previous year and say, okay, did we really optimize how much we have put into our investments, and how can we make sure that we're optimizing that into the year ahead of us?
Right. And when you do that kind of planning, Peter, that helps us stay motivated. I feel like it's one of those delayed gratification things, because it really does take a few years of increasing those amounts, automating everything, until you can look back and be like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah, the time value of money works with time. And that's the only way that compounding effect works. But if you increase your efforts, your saving, and your investment amount each year over time, it will add to the compounding effect that the market is also going to work to provide for you.
Right. Well, Peter, if somebody would like to sit down with you, make sure they have these fundamentals in place. If not, you can help them with that. And then, of course, more advanced planning after that. What's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, give us a call. We do offer that complimentary initial review consultation. We call it the strategy session. It's where we talk about your goals. We envision what your future, what someday looks like to you, and then talk about how to make someday start today, planning for it and living a little bit of it along the way. And that's what we call the optimized retirement plan. The optimized retirement planning process and involves those conversations, no cost. It's a courtesy service. And then we'll put together that plan for you. To get that process started, give us a call, 919-300-5886, 919-300-5886. You can also text retire to that number. I'll get you a free copy of my book, Understanding Your Investment Options, and we'll get you started in your optimized retirement planning process. You can also visit online, RichonPlanning.com, Richon Planning. It looks like Rich on Planning, and there's a little button at the top for schedule, and you can start with a phone call or a virtual or in-person meeting to get you on the path to that optimized financial future.
Great. Peter, thank you.
Always a pleasure, Erin. Thank you. Hey folks, Peter Richon here with Richon Planning. So glad that you are enjoying the podcast, Planning Matters Radio. You know, one of the tools that we've put out there that people really seem to appreciate and really are finding of value is at 919retired.com. It is your retirement tax bill calculator. If you've got any kind of retirement account, your tax deferred, 401k or IRA, this is the website, this is the resource where you can go, you can plug in your own numbers, your information, you can slide the tool calculator up and down for your tax rate or your amount of savings and see what your tax bill is likely to be if you default and defer to the IRS's plan versus what you could potentially bring that tax bill down to. A lot of times it is a very significant savings. So if you have not yet, go to the website 919retired.com, run your numbers on the retirement tax bill calculator.
This has been Planning Matters Radio.
The content of this radio show is provided for informational purposes only and is not a solicitation or recommendation of any investment strategy. You are encouraged to seek investment, tax, or legal advice from an independent professional advisor. Any investments and/or investment strategies mentioned involve risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services offered through Brookstone Capital Management, a registered investment advisor.
Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance or broker-dealer services. Advisory clients are charged a quarterly fee for assets under management, while insurance products pay a commission, which may result in a conflict of interest regarding compensation.
Any comments regarding safe and secure products and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory products. Fixed insurance and annuity product guarantees are subject to the claims paying ability of the issuing company and are not offered by Brookstone.